If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Lawful Stupid just jumped over. First of all, it's free, and we love that. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, wherever you're at, all on the go. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you. There are a lot of other vendors out there, a lot of platforms that they will make sure your podcast gets to. So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with zero minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
'Twas the night before Findahlmas, when all through the town, the roar of a creature, and Findahl shouting, "Get down!" A burst of blue light filled the sky above. Grumblings of Carter Svan filled the air as he searched for his glove. The guards prepared their armor, those who would dare to stand against Findahl's creature, who would soon be there. Svan had a grand plan, something new for this year. He had met 3 new friends, 2 of which who had no fear. And our view settles over an oxbane covered in snow, with an eerie, soft white glow. Snow piles up and blows to the sky as we see Teresa and Henry making a beautiful, beautiful pie. Atlas and Kristoff, and even Rowan too, sit around and share a few brews. Svan busts into the door in a panic, in a great hurry, and he says, "Boys, there's something crazy going down! Right back there, right in town!" And as he says these words, and as these sounds fall over your ears, you feel this curse fall over you boys.
What's going on, my favorite madman? Tell me what's happening so that I might plan.
Instead of being loud, come sit by us and eat. Have my drink and eat Rowan's meat.
Maybe you don't take a bite of my meat and you just come here and have a seat.
As great as that sounds, and as a good plan that seems to be, there's too much to do outside, and there's something you have to see.
Yes, and this pie is far too cloying, though this rhyming is getting annoying. I wish I could do something, but I don't know remove curse. So I guess we'll just have to continue speaking in verse.
It could be worse.
Could be in a hearse.
It is quite tragic that this problem cannot be solved with dispelled magic.
Well, out to the streets, I guess we'll see. I guess what's awaiting the boys and me?
There's a creature. It's dangerous, and it comes every year. To be fair, it's Findahl's fault. He's such an asshole.
I wish he'd disappear.
So the boys, they rush outside in a great hurry to find the snow has filled the air with flurries.
I don't see what you're talking about. Is it that pig over there? I mean, that's a small snout, but there's nothing to gawk at. It's just a small creature. We'd be much better off if we were inside with a preacher.
Dwayne, I don't want to head into a wreck. Would it be okay if I rolled a perception check?
Feel free, my dude. I appreciate you not being rude.
I'm not sure if I see something small, or large, or in between, but Christoph Shindo rolled a 13.
You rush into the snow, and your vision is filled with ice and some other rhyming word. You see Findahl's tower. It stands tall over the town. You also see Carter Svan, sporting a great big frown. You hear Findahl's laugh from quite far away. "This is the best creature I've ever made today!"
Findahl, what's going on? What kind of trouble have we stumbled upon?
And Chiringa approaches with a sigh, and a shrug. Boys, this seems like one of those times I could just use a hug.
Oh, I jump right in and I give him that hug. I grab him right up. Oh, you big lug.
I will never let anything hurt you or cause you to raise alarms, and I wrap Taringa up into my arms.
As sweet as it is and the feelings to kindle, we really must go and see Madman Findahl.
You're also wonderful, and I appreciate the gesture. Really put a real tight spot on myself.
We must go before the calamity can fester.
Impressive, my dude. So the party moves forward. It rushes through the streets. For they have a creature that they have to meet. Towards the tower that pierces the sky, they wonder what type of folly will meet their eyes.
Come out here, you monster, you freak! I beat wussies like you every single week.
Yeah. Come and fight us. If you dare. I bet you're not even got on any underwear. That'll get him out. That one always made me angry.
We're here to fight. We're not here to play. Atlas has even promised to not run away.
Apparently, it's a background thing I have now. I wish I could, but I gotta stay around. Wow.
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 Wow. Lower Wilson, wow.
Wow.
Findahl runs out of his tower and shouts, I have all the power! I've made a creature. He's as grand as can be. Come closer, you three can see.
I approach, looking a bit forlorn. I hope Findahl doesn't try to touch my horn.
You can hope all you want, and try as you might. I'm touching those horns. They're in my sight.
Much to my delight. Findahl, there seems to be some strange magic about, and I know you've got bad timing. Can you tell me why everyone's rhyming?
Magic and the torrent, they're fickle little things. Wouldn't you rather just look at my pretty rings?
You know,
Yup.
I would rather not, but I hear there's a monster that needs to get shot.
He's my creation and my baby to boot, but if you vanquish him, there's probably sweet loot.
I know it's your baby and I know he's brand new. But how do we fight it? What do we do?
He's a Hekre and easy to find. Just look with the center of your mind.
I find myself in the dead of winter, and in my mind's eye, I find my center.
Findahl, boys, this rhyming's getting old. I'm outside, it's really cold. Please, can we hurry? Can we finish this shit? We'll kill this monster and put it in the pit.
I want to know everything about this pit. All the informations that I can get.
Well, we'll dig a pit 10 feet by 10. But I'm counting on you boys to win.
And we'll be the ones to throw it in?
Much to my chagrin.
Well, I hope so, Atlas. It's good to see that I'm not the only one that's slow.
Well, you know.
We've done great. We found a groove.
Hashtag got him.
But
Now on the story must move.
a Hekre is like a horse. It's got scales, leathery skin, and a tail that's coarse.
Just like a horse.
Of course.
It has bones under its hooves that help it run. But if you're ever struck by it, that's not fun. You see, Findahl has made one. He has made it stick with antlers, weird lights. It's pretty sick. You boys, that's my favorite thing I've seen, to be fair.
When it comes to monsters, I'm pretty keen. So, I know from whence this monster arose. You said it has antlers. Does it have a big shining red nose?
Well, I tried my best, but I'm afraid I failed. It does have a shiny red tail.
It'll still be easy enough to find. We'll just follow these tracks that it's left behind.
Oh, nice.
So you say it's like a horse. Can we ride it? Do we take our time and bide it? Or do we just simply find it and fight it?
Those are great ideas, my boys. What the heck? My dudes, roll that survival check.
I don't really know what direction we're going, but he brought it up, so let's leave this check to Rowan.
If that's something you want to do, it's 14.
You lose! It's over. The curse is broken.
That's what you gotta do. It's 14.
With a 14, you see
Nothing but snow, there's nothing green.
Got him. That's exactly what I was thinking. You're a fucking bro. I love you.
hoof prints in the snow. And now you boys know exactly where to go. Boys, be careful. It's got a cold, cold aura. I suggest you go see Mother Teresa and get real warmer.
I smell a rat, but fuck it, let's do that.
So you boys travel from Findahl's tower to there, where you know Teresa and Henry will have something warm to wear. You walk back in to be greeted with treats and somewhere to put up your feet. Teresa looks around and sees you boys to be found. Atlas, Kristoff, Rowan, you're here! Just in time for Findahlmas cheer. I've made peppermint bark, enough for...
To Flavortown, embark.
Just write bark and bark.
Embark is a different word. E-M-B-A-R-K. Look it up in Rhyme Zone, fool.
I'll take the peppermint bark and something to drink in a mug, and like I always do, I'll give her a hug.
I forgot, even though character-wise it doesn't seem logical, I have to vie for Teresa's affection because Kristoff loves her. It's canonical.
Have peppermints. Have seconds.
Before the reckoning must be reckoned.
I'll take most of the peppermint bark and a piece to Kristoff, piece to Rowan, and break a piece off for Yogg.
I know, Atlas, lately you've been rather lonely, but did you just pour out some peppermint bark for your fallen homie?
I did, it's tradition. I just miss him so much. I wish he was here, and tomorrow we'd get brunch.
So I really don't think the story will progress if Dwayne keeps having to force rhymes, I must confess.
So let's go find the monster. Let's just kill it. Let's slay it. And we can't wait here because we only delay it.
So you three boys make your own way out of the town this game we continue to play. Findahl points north, outward into the yonder, where you three boys will begin to wander. Into the storm and into the snow, you boys know exactly where to go. You hear the hoof stamps and the neighs of this beast, none of which are pleasing. At least you hear the stomping of hooves and the whipping of a tail, knowing that this quest you cannot fail. In the distance you see an animal on all fours. This does not resemble a boar.
So that thing doesn't look very big at all. I mean, one swing with an axe, it's guaranteed to fall. I mean, I could keep going if you guys need a minute.
I think violence is the perfect fixative. Come on, boys, let's roll for initiative.
Confirm, my dudes.
It's really hard to rhyme.
I heard you Google it.
Yeah. Fixative is the word. Taking whatever advantage I can glean, Kristoff rolls a 17.
I mean, I hope we get to roll many times aplenty, but at this point in time, I rolled a 20.
I mean, I think you need to be straightforward with it. Did you roll a crit?
At this time, in this juncture, I must confess, of a crit 20, that is a yes.
Well, first in the lineup is Rowan. So, my dude,
Oh, boo.
let's get it going. Let me set the stage for you three boys. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to break your fucking toys. So 60 feet in the distance is this
creature that doesn't have frost resistance.
not canonical, but I love it.
Oh, but it does. It does.
I overcome it anyway.
Then for better or worse, we'll start this off with the Hexblade's Curse. Then don't be vexed, because then I'm going to follow it up, and that motherfucker's hexed.
One's a spell-like ability, and one is a spell. If a warlock stacks them, you're in for hell.
Yeah, one's concentration, the other one's just a class feature.
And it'll be very effective against this creature.
Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Any more actions, any more spells to burn?
Well, no, because I still have to pick something for it to have disadvantage, and I think dexterity will work best for our charity.
So Atlas, you're in good luck. With a 20, you're not the last little fuck. So it's your turn to bash and be merry, because these three boys you'll have to carry.
I pull out a Laria, and I say, time to feast. And naturally, I will just attack this beast.
60 feet away, my dude. What do? How do you cross the distance in this snowy altitude?
I have naturally 40 feet of speed, but of course, 20 more I'll need. But I have an attribute attributed to orcs that lets me run double that, whatever works. So I'll move up the 60 that I need to attack, pull out a Laria, and give it a whack.
Roll that attack.
On the first roll, I got a 24. I doubt that I need any more. On the second roll, I got an 18. We'll see what results that can glean. So did I hit it or not? I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to tell me my answer is true.
You whacked that beast aplenty. You didn't even need that 20.
So there's quite a bit of damage here. How do you want me to split it? Just give it all straight up, or a bulk and forget it?
Dude, that's super hype. I just need to know the damage types.
As far as I'm concerned, it's all slashing. No magic this turn, just pure orc fashion. And so your total comes to a 23. Forget your DNA, it's just you and me.
So you rush forward through the snow. Orc speed with only one place to go. You swing Galaria up, you swing her down. This poor creature has a giant frown. You cut its tail and its body too. It now fucking hates you. Anything else you'd like to do?
I might as well go rage mode for my next roundabout. To be honest, I forgot trying to rhyme all about. I don't know, this is so difficult.
Well, that's great, and you did a good job. Kristoff, you're next. Don't the spotlight rob?
So this is super neat. We're all about to wonder where this creature went, because Kristoff Shindo is casting Banishment.
I just trying to figure out that rhyme. I wasn't paying attention, so I missed it that time.
So basically, this is a spell which takes a creature and makes it go. So with disadvantage, make a charisma saving throw.
Being a sorcerer is cool and it's neat. You've got lots of cool feat. An 18 is great. But wait! Disadvantage has foiled me. Dudes, I rolled a 3.
That 3 is less than you need. I'm afraid your throw didn't succeed.
So, as struggle as he might, his power shall wane as you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane?
Yeah, I do.
That's it? Where'd it go? I mean, did you banish it or did it blend in with snow?
We're taking the minute. We'll seize it and stay in it. He's somewhere else for like a full minute.
So we just chill up on this hill?
So we are in position to gain some traction. We can surround it and ready an action.
Oh, I see. A plan. Very clever.
He was already fucked. His turkey was basted. Now all of my feats have fucking been wasted.
Wait, do your spells only last 1 minute? I break concentration.
And now we back in it.
You said my turkey was based. I break concentration on Atlas casting haste.
So you're real fast, my dude, and can attack twice. Not expecting that to be very nice. Is your turn over, Mr. Rover?
Now, when you say Rover, don't seem so aloof. Do you mean me or the fucking werewolf?
It's time for my creature to take its turn, and I sure hope he does not bomb it. All right, everybody, it's time for Comet.
Snap, son.
Nice. If he hits me hard, I'm gonna bomb it.
He spins around in a wintry, wind-like cheer. Boys, 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 you have so much to fear. So get on your flex, because boys, this is gonna fucking hurt. It's time to save for Dex.
I don't know about you, but Kristoff shouldn't have rolled 22.
Mine's not great, but it's not too mean. It got me a 19.
I got a 15, and I hope that's a pass. If not, I guess this thing's kicking my whoa.
Rhyme for the podcast, Devin. Devin,
Do the thing,
rhyme
Devin.
for the
Kicking my
podcast.
bass.
It's
You have to
It's
do
for
it.
the holiday season. You'll never find a better reason.
Findahl's creature spins, and spins. His fight he plans to win. While this four-legged thing is no wizard, it summons one terrible blizzard. 2 of you boys passed with ease. The third is gonna eat a little bit of cheese.
It's just not my skis.
I know it might be too late, and I've already told you so, but because of haste, you have advantage on every dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I know, my dude, and my rolls aren't great. And even though you gave that, I'm just a little late.
This damage is great. You can juke, and you can job. But each of you boys take 35.
Now, because I saved, I'll take half of that and make it tossed. I'll use an additional sorcery point to gain resistance to frost.
Nice try, nerd. I'm gonna use my reaction to use Cutting Word.
Don't worry, Devin, we're over here being fine, staying alive. You're taking that full 35.
Yeah, it's okay. I got plenty to give. After you guys are dead, I'll still be alive.
I'll still be alive. It's true.
This rhyming bullshit is such a curse.
Whose idea was this? That guy's the worst.
But that's okay. D&D will play even if we're cursed. Rowan, it's your turn. After all, you were first.
Yeah, I might as well start coming in hot and pull out my pistol and pop off a shot.
It's cold outside, but dude, you're bringing the heat. Why don't we just say that meets?
Oh, I know that he'll still be alive, but it'll hurt because that's 25.
Holy shit! That's a lot of pain and fuck ouch. Man, Rowan, you are no slouch. Our monster, our creature, it screams out in pain. It's no longer enjoying this Findahlmas game.
Also, bonus action, I'll use Healing Word, so maybe Atlas won't feel like a turd.
Man, I ain't scared.
Don't worry, boy, you'll feel just fine. I just healed your ass for 9.
Thanks, you tried.
You're the best, and this has been fun. But my dude, are you done? Atlas, my beautiful orc friend, it's now your turn to begin.
I'm gonna try something, and I may seem like a dunce, but I gotta try this at least once. I'm gonna jump on its back and take a horn for start. In each direction, I want to tear them apart.
I can't even believe you. This is such a fucking shame. This beautiful creature you're going to try and maim. Do me a favor, my friend, my foe. Go ahead, rip it apart head to toe. Roll me a strength check. No, athletics makes more sense. Man, this rhyming's making me dense.
In the words of Jerry Maguire, show me the money. You probably won't believe it, but that was a crit 20.
So with a tug, a grunt, and a pull, you grab this thing by its horns, kind of like a bull. with great strength and fierceness aplenty. You're gonna fuck this thing up with that 20. You hear a crack and a scream out of pure horror. This motherfucking thing is about to be no more.
Even no more than no more.
Nevermore, nevermore.
Nevermore, never.
You rip it sternum to stem. I guess you boys win. With a loud pop and an even greater spin, the next thing you guys see is your old friend Finn. Boys, what have you done? That's my baby! It's my pride and joy! It's not just your plaything or your toy.
Let's hear a hip hip. Let's hear a hear hear. Atlas murdered Findahl's reindeer.
I did what you said, and you said to attack it, but if you miss this thing so much, you could maybe just rack it.
He waves his hands, and magic fills the air. Findahl spins around without a care. You think you're tough? My dudes, that's cool. But I'm about to take you to school. I made this creature, but mostly it was a bluff. Take another look. That fucker was stuff. And as you look to the ground, it's a sack of joy. As you see this reindeer was actually a toy. My boys, you've done so much for our town. I couldn't have you end with a frown. So each of you gets something just for you. I
choose XP.
I choose it too.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted.
Findahl, that's fair, but why did it have a glowing derriere?
That's a good question. And maybe your weapons you sheath, but explain my fetish for teeth.
Holy shit. This is insane. I sent a stuffed deer to the ethereal plane?
They enjoyed Findahlmas, that's all the same.
Well, you did great. And my hands, Atlas, you didn't bite them. But the three of you boys are going to get a sweet magic item. But don't worry, that's not the only prize tonight. For each of you boys will get experience for this fight.
Kristoff and Shane simultaneously cry out with glee. Merry Findahlmas to all! Hooray! Whippy!
Anti-mark. No.
That's the end. Perfect. Cut it.
It's been a great day. And this rhyming game, I don't want to continue to play. So each of you three boys just jot down an additional 3K.
Wait. If we beat the deer, shouldn't the curse unravel? Or maybe it's an innate magical effect, just like if you whisper my name, I'll be there and I can smell time travel.
Oh, Kristoff, I'm really tired of your shit, despite the fact that it's filled with wit. Now do your best, and this story finish with a nit.
Findahl, I have a gift that your spirits may lift. I carved a figure of myself. It's tiny and spiff. So you see all the teeth you can play any time, and hopefully this will break the curse of the rhyme.
Oh, Atlas, you're such a sweet, sweet orc boy. And every time I talk to you, it brings me such joy. But my dudes, my boys, you have been super great. But now this rhyming episode is off our goddamn plates. So let's wrap it up and let's finish the poem. 'Cause my boys, it's time for us all to go home. It was the night before Findahlmas, when all through the town, the roar of a creature and Findahl shouting, "Get down!" A burst of blue light filled the sky above. And grumblings of Carter Svan filled the air as he searched for his glove. The guards prepared their armor, those who would dare to stand against Findahl's creature who would soon be there. Svan had a grand plan, something new for this year. He had met 3 new friends, 2 of which had no fear. Teresa in town, baking up a storm of good food. Henry sharpening guards' weapons with the utmost gratitude. You see, each and every year, without fail, Findahl tries something special, but each time to no avail. Oxbane ends up with trouble, Svan and Tringa to be precise. This creature determines who has been naughty or nice. Pleading with Findahl for help is no use. He always has some reason, some rotten excuse. So Atlas, Rowan, and Kristoff too would then help their good buddy in exchange for a few brews. Year in and year out, a monster is made. This year is no different, but their help and upgrade. Atlas tightens his boots and brandishes his blade. Rowan drinks his weight in mead. His drinking would not be delayed. Kristoff prepares his magic. His arcane process he would flex. The frightful beast charged forward on all fours, and the guards looked perplexed. The heroes of Oxbane put their names to the test as they slayed Findahl's nightmare. The 3 remained the best. They sprang to the inn, giving the barkeep a whistle, and how quickly they all drank, like the dawn of a thistle. Down of a thistle. But I heard them exclaim as they drank with all their might.
Merry Findahlmas to all!
And
to all a good night.
Now, excuse me, please wait. I have something I think is going to be rather great. Findahl, there is a curse upon you. There's been something I've been debating on whether or not to do. But I think that I have a present for you. So excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, while I sally in. I give Findahl the other half of Andron's medallion.
This episode just became really important, by the way. We can't throw it out. It can't go away.
I've cemented it in narrative.
Kristoff, my boy, you're going to make me cry. I really hope you don't die. And let me tell you why. This item has power. But it won't stop Atlas being a coward. However, my friend, it will help us with the arcane torrent we should bend. You have made me so happy, and you have made me so proud. So if you don't mind, I'm about to be loud. Kristoff, my heart 10 sizes, it has just grew. My dude, I fucking love you.
I love you too. Findahl, I know that sometimes I can make you mad at me, but I hope this helps you regain your sanity.
That makes 2 of us, my loyal friend. I also hope it gives you back your humanity. And with this episode, the curse is now lifted. So, boys, this has been a beautiful adventure, and I'm glad together on it we embarked. Motherfucker! Anti-Mark.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas for our murder hobos. Not rolling a 5 or 10, taking advantage once again, with heaps of pain from the double damage they roll. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, so much loot in store. But the prettiest sight to see is your enemies piled on the floor. A pair of elven-kind boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Spell scrolls and chalk and a tame bloodhawk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And the DM can hardly wait for someone to critically fail again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas for our murder hobos. There's a tree in the town square, fertilized beyond compare. Now it's the sturdy kind, because of the bodies you'll find buried below.
It gets me every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are great.